The Enigmatic Arbor, Secrets Unveiled, Part 1. In the heart of a small, quaint town, nestled far away from the clamor of the world, a peculiar event unfolded one fateful evening. The town square, once a peaceful gathering place for the community, was now the epicenter of a chilling and mysterious phenomenon. As the sun descended below the horizon, casting elongated shadows across the cobblestone streets, a massive tree suddenly appeared. Its abrupt presence sent shivers down the spines of the townspeople who had gathered to witness this eerie spectacle. The tree stood like an ancient sentinel, its gnarled branches reaching toward the darkening sky as if beckoning some hidden force from above. Rumors about the tree's origin began to circulate with the same rapidity as a wildfire, igniting both fear and curiosity. Some whispered that it was the work of supernatural forces, while others believed it to be an ominous harbinger of doom. Regardless of its source, the tree held an undeniable allure, drawing people closer despite their reservations. As individuals ventured closer to this enigmatic tree, they experienced peculiar sensations. A gentle breeze emanating from its branches seemed to carry faint, whispered secrets that only they could decipher. The tree's bark, as they touched it, felt strangely warm and pulsating, as if it held a life force of its own. And then, there were the voices, whispers from the past that echoed within their minds, dredging up long-forgotten memories and buried emotions. One by one, the townspeople began to reveal their deepest secrets after coming into contact with the tree. A respected figure in the community confessed to a heinous crime that had remained concealed for decades, his voice quivering with remorse. A reclusive widow, her eyes brimming with sorrow, divulged the tragic story behind her husband's inexplicable disappearance, a tale she had guarded closely for years. Couples stood beneath the shadowy canopy of the tree, confessing their darkest desires and betrayals that had lurked in the shadows, festering like a disease. The tree, it seemed, thrived on the secrets it unearthed. Its leaves rustled with an eerie delight as it absorbed the confessions like nourishment. It became a beacon of revelation, drawing people from miles around, each desperate to confront their hidden truths. But as the revelations poured forth, an unsettling chill descended upon the town, and an aura of foreboding permeated the air. Weeks turned into months, and the town square transformed into a haunting, forsaken place. The tree's influence extended beyond mere revelations. It began to twist the minds of those who lingered too long, filling them with an insatiable obsession to uncover every hidden truth, no matter the cost. People started vanishing one by one, consumed by the tree's roots, which seemed to writhe and reach out hungrily. The once thriving community dwindled into a ghost town, its streets deserted, its buildings crumbling into disrepair. In the end, all that remained was the colossal, malevolent tree. It stood as a silent sentinel in the center of the desolate square, a living repository of the town's darkest secrets. It had become a monument to the chilling mysteries that had torn apart the lives of those who had dared to approach it. And as the wind whispered through its branches, carrying with it the echoes of vanished souls, the tree continued to stand, a harbinger of doom and a reminder that some secrets should remain buried forever. The Enigmatic Arbor, Secrets Unveiled, Part 2. The small town had descended further into darkness and despair, its once vibrant streets now echoing with the chilling absence of life. The colossal tree in the town square, having absorbed the secrets and souls of those who dared to approach it, had become an ominous and malevolent presence. As the months passed, the tree's power over the town intensified. Those who remained within its sphere of influence had been irrevocably changed. Their obsession with uncovering hidden truths grew into madness, and they ceased to be the people they once were. Hollow eyes stared out from gaunt faces, and their every waking moment was consumed by the relentless pursuit of uncovering more secrets. The town's infrastructure crumbled as neglect and decay set in. Once thriving businesses closed their doors, and houses fell into disrepair. The atmosphere was heavy with an otherworldly malevolence, and an aura of death hung over the forsaken town square. Amid this bleak landscape, a few survivors, those who had managed to resist the tree's insidious influence, gathered in secret. They were determined to find a way to free their town from the sinister grip of the enigmatic Arbor. They pored over dusty books and whispered legends, seeking clues to the tree's origin and how to undo the curse it had brought upon their community. Their research led them to a forgotten tale, passed down through generations, a story of an ancient pact made with a dark and vengeful spirit. According to the legend, the tree had been summoned into existence by a forbidden ritual intended to reveal the hidden truths of the town. But the power it possessed had grown uncontrollable, and it had become a monstrous entity, consuming all it touched. Armed with this newfound knowledge, the survivors devised a plan to break the curse. They would need to perform a counter-ritual, one that would sever the tree's connection to the malevolent spirit that fueled its existence. It was a perilous undertaking, fraught with uncertainty and danger, but they had no other choice. Gathering under the cover of darkness, they began the counter-ritual, chanting incantations passed down through generations. The ground trembled beneath them, and the tree itself seemed to come alive, its branches twisting and writhing as if in agony. Desperate cries and whispers filled the air as the malevolent spirit fought to maintain its grip on the town. In a climactic moment, as the survivors poured their collective willpower into the ritual, a blinding light erupted from the tree. It wailed and contorted, its bark cracking and splitting. With a deafening roar, the spirit was torn from its earthly vessel, vanishing into the abyss. The tree, now devoid of its malevolent essence, shrank and withered before their eyes. Its branches turned brittle, and its roots receded into the ground. As the first rays of dawn illuminated the town square, the once massive tree crumbled into dust, leaving behind only a memory of its haunting presence. The survivors, exhausted but triumphant, surveyed the now quiet town square. The curse had been broken, but the scars of the past months would linger for years to come. The townspeople who had been ensnared by the tree's power slowly returned to their senses, their memories of the ordeal fragmented and nightmarish. The small town began the slow process of rebuilding, its inhabitants forever changed by the harrowing experience. The secrets that had torn apart their lives had been laid bare, and the wounds of the past had been exposed to the light of day. It was a painful and arduous journey, but it was a journey toward healing and redemption. The enigmatic Arbor had vanished, but its legacy would haunt the town for generations to come, a chilling reminder of the dangers of uncovering secrets better left hidden and the darkness that lurked within the human heart.